Good afternoon, Tyrese. I wanted to take this opportunity to address 2 points that you made in your video. The first point was the fact that haters have a job to do. You are absolutely correct. And the second is concerning the fact of the power of clarity. Once again, you are absolutely correct. King Philip, the father of Alexander the Great, said that kings are made by steel and suffering. So to truly understand that, you have to understand, where does the steel and where does the suffering come from? I mean, we all know that Alexander the Great was probably the greatest military leader to ever walk on the face of the earth. That he took over the entire known world during his time, during his reign as king. The steel comes from a man's or a woman's character. Who are you as a person on the inside? Not who people say that you are, not who you wish you were, but who are you actually? What are you made out of? Now, if you are made out of steel, now when you take steel and you rub a stone against it, then that steel becomes sharp. That is how you sharpen a warrior's sword, by taking a stone and rubbing against that steel. Now, if your character is not strong, if your character is not steel, as it were, then the constant grinding of haters, naysayers, all of the negative people in your life, it is going to make you weak. It is going to make you weak to the point that some people will choose to escape into insanity. It will make you weak to the point that some people choose to escape into drug abuse. And some go as far as to escape into suicide. Now, the wonderful thing about it is you have the ability to be an alchemist. And an alchemist is a person that can take unrelated chemicals and create whatever it is that he wants out of those chemicals. You have the ability, each and every person that watched this film, to reach out into the world and gain and absorb the knowledge to create whoever or whatever kind of character that you desire to be. And as long as you're doing that, it doesn't matter about the haters. It doesn't matter at all. Let's look at how a diamond is formed. You take a lump of coal and you need 2 additional elements to turn it into a diamond. One, you need heat. In a human being, that heat is represented by the passion of your desires. What are you passionate about in life? What do you want to accomplish? The other thing is pressure. Where does the pressure come from? That goes back to what Tyrese said. Haters have a job to do. Haters are the ones who apply the pressure to you. Haters are the ones that point out your weaknesses, point out your flaws, and then you have a choice. You can either get stronger or you can give in to to the haters. Clarity. You talked about clarity. Those who have clarity understand that life is not happening to you. Life is responding to you. Where you are today, what you have, what you don't have, who you don't have, financially, educationally, you name it, is the direct results of your ability to control your thoughts. Positive mental attitude. Being able to get inside of the vortex, and these might be some terms that you need to look up. But a positive mental attitude will draw positive things into your life. It will draw wealth into your life. It will draw health into your life. It will draw positive people into your life. And when you seriously develop a strong positive mental attitude, it is like being in the eye of a hurricane. Now, one thing that people don't know about the eye of a hurricane, the eye of a hurricane is peaceful. There's no wind blowing in the eye. It's like sitting on a beach, slight breeze, everything calm. Now, around the eye of the hurricane, all hell is breaking loose. But sometimes that's positive. Sometimes it's negative for other people. It's positive for you. It's positive because that vortex draws out of the universe the things that are your uppermost mental focus. The same way you drive down the road and whatever you focus your eyes on, you see your car floating that direction, whether it's a wreck, whether it's a beautiful scene at the beach, whatever. Whatever you focus on, that's where your car goes. Okay, your mind is the same way when it comes to your life. And when you have that vortex, it steers your life in the direction that you're trying to go. But let me give you the other side. That vortex will uncover some truths that you may not want to face. It may let you know that your best friend ain't your best friend. It may let you know your spouse ain't the person that you thought they were. It might let you know that some of your family and friends ain't who you think they are. Because that vortex, it spins and it uncovers the same way you see a tornado travel through a town and rip houses apart. The vortex will do the same thing. It uncovers deception. It will uncover deception inside of you so that you can see who you are. And it will uncover deception in the things, the organizations, and the people around you. So if you're really not ready to deal with the truth, you don't want to get inside of the vortex because the truth is not pretty. But what I will tell you is this right here is peaceful inside of the vortex. Because often, like Tyrese was saying earlier, often what aggravates you, what makes you angry is the fact that you really don't know. You're confused. But you see, when the truth is laid out there in front of you, there's no need to be confused. No need to be angry. You simply have a choice to make. And by the time your vortex gets strong enough to start overturning all the deception that's around you, inside of you, your mental attitude, the power of your positive mental attitude will be able to deal with those truths and put them in proper perspective. So yes, clarity is a very powerful life tool. So all of those out there who may be going through some things, I suggest that you find out and understand how to apply the law of attraction. I suggest that you find out how to get inside of the vortex. Now, I understand that for a lot of people, you're not going to be able to really get deep inside of the concept of the law of attraction. You're not going to really get deep inside of and understand the vortex. There are many of you out there right now that you jump in your car and drive all over the city, but you have absolutely no idea how a combustion engine works. But that does not stop you from using that combustion engine as a tool to get you from point A to point B. And for many of you, when it comes down to the law of attraction, well, how can me just having a positive attitude, or how can me seeing the truth and uncovering deception, how can that make my life better? Well, hey, you don't have to understand it. Same way you don't understand how a combustion engine operates. But you need to understand that it works. Get inside the vortex. Develop a strong, positive mental attitude. Get clarity in your life. Uncover all the deceptions that have you confused and lost. And at that point, you too, like Alexander the Great, can conquer your world. Y'all have an outstanding afternoon.